I'm battling a cold right now, so I don't feel great. I probably don't look amazing. But we got some news. We have to talk about it, okay, everybody? The state of play has been announced. That's right, there's been all these rumors, there's been all these rumblings and talks about a brand new PlayStation state of play that was going to be happening towards the end of the month. The rumors are true, it's happening. We've got the official announcement. If you're hyped to see some brand new PlayStation announcements, well then hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see some Wolverine gameplay tomorrow or just a brand new review for the game, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. I'm gonna try to react to the state of play depending on how I'm feeling. Okay, let's jump into this. So the announcement came from all the PlayStation socials today. There is the headline from the PlayStation blog that reads, "The State of Play returns this Wednesday, September 24th. And that's right, we got the image to accompany it, and that says here, State of Play broadcast Wednesday, September 24th at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the blog post here specifically states that you can tune in for more than 35 minutes of updates and reveals from PlayStation Studios and partners around the world. You know, there's been all these rumors that we were going to get this State of Play. Now we know those rumors are true, okay? The other rumors that have been circulating online from Tom Henderson is that a Wolverine trailer is ready to go. Now, we should clarify, and Tom himself has clarified plenty of times now, that he didn't specifically state that this trailer was going to showcase during a PlayStation State of Play. What he was trying to specifically say was that a trailer was ready, that they have one made, and that is the rumor. And well, if there is a State of Play, which we now know there is, that could be a likely spot for this trailer to premiere. But Tom Henderson did mention that another possible outcome here is that we don't get it during the State of Play, but rather later in the year during the Game Awards. And so while I am extremely hyped for a PlayStation State of Play tomorrow, just based on what the PlayStation blog mentions, I also don't want to get my hopes up too high, because there still is a chance we don't see anything from Marvel's Wolverine tomorrow. But let's go over it. Okay, here is what the blog specifically states. It says here, tune in live this Wednesday for more than 35 minutes of reveals and news from developers around the world. We'll share new looks at anticipated third-party and indie titles, plus updates from some of our teams at PlayStation Studios, including an extended look at Seros, Housemarque's mysterious new title arriving next year. Look forward to nearly 5 minutes of gameplay captured on PS5. So I had to start doing some digging because I'm a little worried about them saying that this game, Seros, is going to have 5 minutes of the 35 plus minutes from this State of Play. It makes me think that's going to be a big PlayStation Studios title. Do they want to overshadow it maybe with this Wolverine game? So like, that's why there could be a chance we don't see Wolverine during this State of Play. They maybe want this 5 minutes of gameplay to be the big thing from PlayStation Studios that they're showcasing during the State of Play. But also, the description of the State of Play mentions that there's going to be multiple reveals from developers around the world, including some reveals from PlayStation Studios. So, you know, plural. There's going to be some updates from multiple PlayStation Studios in-house. Maybe we'll get some news for like Astrobot DLC or something like that, but Wolverine could be one of those updates from a PlayStation studio known as Insomniac Games that we could be getting. Some people are also, you know, saying, well, it's only like 35 minutes. 5 of those minutes is going to be dedicated to this one game. So we're looking at about 30 plus minutes of the show that could feature something from Wolverine. I do want to mention, I went all the way back last year when Ghost of Yote was revealed during that State of Play in September of 2024. That was noted as a 30 plus minute show. It ended up coming out to 39 minutes total, with Ghost of Yote being the big reveal after everyone thought the State of Play was done. So we could see a similar length here for this next State of Play, something that is close to or just before that 40-minute mark, and maybe they do this 5 minutes of gameplay for Seros. We think the State of Play is over, and boom, nice little reveal for Marvel's Wolverine with a neat little bow of a 2026 release window. Again, I'm going to try and manage my expectations here. It's just that so many rumors have been circulating in the past month, and it's all kind of leading to this. If it doesn't end up happening, I mean, I am going to be bummed out to an extent, but again, Tom Henderson did mention that the Game Awards is another likely spot, so we can still keep our hopes up at least a little bit that maybe before the end of the year we see something from Insomniac's Wolverine game. I just want, like I've said before in previous videos, just a crumb, a tiny little crumb, one little itty bitty piece of information about the game. Show me a bit of gameplay, and again, if the rumors are to be believed, it does sound like this game might be coming out next year, so give us that release window, give us that 2026 announcement, and I think that we're all expecting it's going to be dropping in the fall, but I don't think that they're going to officially announce that bit just yet. A lot of what they're doing with this state of play, including when the state of play is, seems to align with exactly what they did last year. It's a state of play, but it's gonna be a bit closer to a showcase, it sounds like, and to be honest, I mentioned this in previous videos as well, it really does sound like the PlayStation Showcase as we once knew it is a thing of the past. It sounds like PlayStation is just sticking to the state of play as their show, and they want some of them to be bigger than others. And it's also worth mentioning that, you know, in prior state of plays, they like to manage some expectations. They like to say, hey, this is exactly what we are going to get so that nobody gets their hopes up too high. But in this instance, they are just straight up saying that we can expect some announcements and updates from studios around the world, as well as updates from teams at PlayStation Studios. So they're hyping this up to a certain extent, honestly, and trying to set the expectation that there's going to be quite a bit packed into this show. I know I'm battling this cold right now. I am really trying to fight my way to the other side of it. I'm hoping that after a good night's rest tonight, that tomorrow I can feel energized enough to maybe stream my reaction for you guys, but at the very least, I'll try to just rest up as much as possible tomorrow so that I can feel good enough to just record a reaction to the state of play so that I can get that out for you guys in case we do get a reveal. Excuse me, in case we do get a reveal for Marvel's Wolverine. But all right, I guess that's it. Now I'm gonna kick it to you guys. Sound off of the thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about all this? And then if we don't get a reveal for Wolverine, well, then you'll probably just get a reaction of me crying on the channel or something like that. But hey, again, make sure you're subscribed. Get those notifications on. We might have some big news tomorrow, and the hype train will be at full force if we do get a trailer. I'll post a reaction, we'll get working on a breakdown right away, and I'll have tons of content coming your way for Marvel's Wolverine. I'm crossing my fingers we get something for the game. I cannot wait to see more, and I cannot wait to see what Insomniac has been up to with this game. And with that being said, let me now kick it to you guys in the comment section below. Let me know, are you excited for the PlayStation State of Play tomorrow? Do you think that we're going to be getting a Wolverine trailer, or are you keeping your expectations in check, which I really do think you should anyways? And if we do get something from Marvel's Wolverine tomorrow, well, what would you want to see the most? I think for me, I just want to see some M-rated Wolvie greatness. That's all I'm hoping for. With that being said, sound off the thoughts in the comments. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.